This is March 2026.
No, it's about 17 months.
So thanks for joining today's session. So just I'll give the quick overview of that is the one we have planned it for the today's. Today is 29/03/2026. So I hope to Prashant and others Gangadhar, right? So Baila. So I'm not getting a full name. So if you have that is an experience and all, this maybe we can directly start with in Azure, right? We are going to talk about is Microsoft Azure administration, and the certification name is called AZ104, which is Associate Cloud Administrator. And we know that is in why and how important to learn in the current situation or current days, right? So it's basically the cloud technologies from Microsoft. And what are the topics we are going to talk about is basically when we are just to understand that why we need a cloud, right? Why we need a cloud, especially that's Azure, right? Can you just anyone tell me that why we need to learn the cloud as per currently we are an IT professional, we must need to upskilling ourselves uh, in a cloud instead of that is in on premises. So we have that is an on-prem traditional technologies we are supporting already, right?
Yes.
Technologies we are supporting. So it's a very much needed to upskilling ourselves to go within a cloud, and plus we need to have that is an automation. So whatever primary skills we are supporting, no matter if we are in a system administrator, and no matter if we are in a database administrator, no matter we are in a storage administrator, any of the administrator, but current market and all the organizations are looking for that is in your skill should be upskilling for either one of them, Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud. But why I need to choose Azure one? Because it has that is in more requirement in the market in Azure, right? More requirement, and because that across worldwide Azure infrastructure people are using more, hence we will have the more requirement. And in terms of the package, it is compared to AWS and Google, it's a more. It's a very good package. It's a salary point of view. If you have that is in a 5 or 6 years of experience, right? 6+ years of experience, and if you have that is in whatever the primary skills you are using, like Windows Server Administrator or Active Directory Administrator. But if you have that is in plus cloud and automations, that RMC we can expect that salary is a 15 lakh per annum LPA. So to get that, this is just I'm talking about 6 year experience. And if you're reaching the 10 years of experience, it will be accordingly you would be having the more skills and you should be having the more automations, infrastructure, design point of view. You need to know that. But to understand that fundamental and in a cloud point of view, what are the topic we are going to talk about and why we need to talk about? It's basically we know that on-prem environment we are using that server, we are using the networking, we are using for storage, right? We are using the Active Directory, right? And we are using the database, and everything is moving to the cloud. It is in the cloud, right? And obviously when you see in organizations and productions and customer point of view, it is heavy. It's a more expensive as of now for the all the every month service. If you talk about, if you're still using the on-premises infrastructure with these, and also you can see the applications, right? Applications. So You are still using the on-premises infrastructure. Obviously, it's a cost. It's a high cost, right? It's a high cost. Plus, and it's a maintenance. It's a more maintenance we are using. We need to have that more manpower, and we have that is in additional maintenance and upgradations. We need to have to invest for your hardware, your software, right? Licenses, operating system, and right, you have the upgrade, migration. These are all has to do for an hour headache, right? And everything we need to be invest single rupees. You have to be start investing for every services. But what Microsoft suggested, you don't need to worry about for everything is you have that is in the cloud. Microsoft has built everything into the cloud. You have that is in server infrastructure. If you wanted to have it in the cloud, you can take the uh, you know server is also is in the part of in a cloud. You have the networking is in the cloud. What else don't have in the cloud, right? Everything is in the cloud now. Networking, storage, active directory, everything is there, right? Storage, active directory. What else it is not having in the cloud, right? All are there in the cloud. But Microsoft suggesting comparatively whatever you are going to use a high cost in every month, it is 50%, 60% is going to reduce it drastically. And you don't need to worry about other infrastructure. You don't need to worry about other additional maintenance you're going to taken care, but just only pay what you are using. That's all. That is what maximum companies, maximum customers, maximum clients are moving to the cloud. So obviously, if you see business point of view, if you look into the business point of view, right? Business point of view, the business or client are looking for what is that? They are always looking for three things. One is for how things to make automation, which is reduce the repeated work. And when you implement that automated, automatically that your work will be optimization. Then obviously, if the both you have productively implemented, then we will reduce the cost. This is what now the world is standing. Now across worldwide, all the company, no matter your product based company or service based company, and whoever resource is hiring, and those candidates should have the little smarter skills, where you should have that is in all the primary skill on premises what you are looking, plus you have the cloud, plus you have automation. Then you can able to manage, and smarter way you need to work towards what organizations are demanding, what organizations are expecting. So when we are working in the productions, always we need to think about where it is repeatedly work is happening, where it is times taking, right? And if you're working on the cloud, obviously these all things can be automated. So first one is we need to think about where and how things to make automation. Obviously, if you repeatedly you are going to do the work, it is reduce your work and the time spending more optimization. Then both if you are effectively you've done it and reduce the cost. So ultimately that to do this, and we have to learn for this cloud and automations. Now we are going to understand that in Microsoft, if you're new to this environment, no problem. I'm going to explaining for the completely start from the fundamental. So we would need for the some prerequisites to start this journey, right? Prerequisites we would need for this to start the Azure infrastructure. We need to have the one credit card, and we would have the one Gmail or Microsoft account, Microsoft email account. That's it, right? Now we will be start creating account for the free subscription, right? Free subscription. Then we will have at least 28 or 29 days. We will have the free services. And in this, we will be going to talk about if you see uh, what actual topic we are going to talk about. If I tell you that AZ104, Microsoft Azure Administrator, if you see the Microsoft portal, right? I'm going to We need to understand this what basically it is. You become a as a candidate for the certification, as you should have the subject matter expert in implementing, managing and monitoring an organization's Azure environment, including we would need to understand that virtual network, storage, compute, identity, security, and governance, right? Once you become an Azure administrator, you often serve as a part of larger team dedicated to implementing organizations cloud infrastructure. You also coordinate with other roles to deliver the Azure networking, security, database, application development, and DevOps solutions. So this is a major goal, right? This is a, what our actual goal to be start. What we should be familiar with is operating system, networking, server, virtualizations. So no matter, as I said, and again, we will be having for some additional automations part, PowerShell, Azure CLI, Azure portal. This is the first most important to understanding here, right? So topic what we are going to discussing in this, you see this, and in examination point of view and interview point of view, we would be talking about these areas. First is the manage Azure identities and governance, which is completely for where we are on-premises Active Directory using. This is completely in Azure Active Directory, and nowadays it is we are calling as a Entra ID, right? Entra ID, and implement and manage storage and on-premises storage. We know that how do we using a cloud storage, how do you create for your container, blob storage, how do you create a file share storage, how do you uh, create a backup and restore on this, right? And multiple storage, how do you sync on premises? You have a data and I wanted to be sync into the Azure storage, right? All you would be going to cover up in the detailed in a storage. And deploy and manage Azure compute resources you will be creating for the virtual machine, where we're talking about servers, right? Servers and virtual machines, Windows virtual machines, Linux virtual machines, and how this virtual machines is going to build, what is the background infrastructure is going to happening, what is mean by availability zone, availability set. Those are all comes under for compute. And implementing and manage virtual networking, it's the most important topic in cloud networking. You should start with creating vnet, subnetting, right? And how do you connect for, how do you create for the multiple vnet, multiple subnet, and how do you connect between the multiple vnet? Network has to be established between the vnet, right? And how do we network connections establish uh, within the vnet, within the vnet, between the subnet, and between the subnet, between the vnet and between the subnet, how we are going to connecting, which is peering, we call as, right? Global peering, local peering we will have. So ultimately you need to build that is in complete one network infrastructure. In that we are going to talk about subnets, resources, all. And then monitor and maintain Azure resources. How do you use that is in, what are the logs you are going to be verified, sign-in log, audit log, right? And these are topic you should be familiar with when you start your journey for Azure, right? So anyone has any questions so far now,
No.
right? So basically this is very much needed, and we need to have that is in cloud concept, right? Cloud infrastructure. So when we talk about how do you start this, so when you go to the portal, that is in portal.azure.com, right? The portal.azure.com. If you go to the first, that is start with portal.azure.com. Okay, now you would be able to log in with this your username. You can provide that is your email ID. Just a minute, I'm going to log in and tell you this. Just give me a second. Let me just get the code from mobile. 976597. Right. After I logged in here, you would be able to see this. Now, see, this is Azure, right? Is a portal. Now, if you click on the three line here, you will be able to see all the services. Microsoft has keep on adding enhanced feature in the respective categorize. You see, there are a lot of categories created here as of now. Earlier, compared to 5 year back, there are very less categorized. Each categorized Microsoft has keep on adding additional enhanced features. Now we very much stable, and Microsoft has got that is in complete logic to be developed, which area and what are the product and what are the things people are needed. Accordingly, they are already developing. If you see first services here, these are all categorized, right? They are keep on adding into Microsoft here. AI plus learning, if you see the 20 services today, if you talk about the number is this much, and after 1 hour week or after a month, if you see these numbers are get changed. And Microsoft, it means what? Microsoft is keep on adding additional new features, enhanced features on the respective categorized, right? What else you don't have in the cloud, right? If you see analytics, compute, container, database, DevOps, general, hybrid plus multi. Earlier it was very less. Now Microsoft is keep on implementing and adding into that. What is that is overall goal? Slowly everything on premises infrastructure is going away. If you see this today, we are using for few of the on premises infrastructure, which we are spending a huge money. Down the line, next 5 years, it will be no more on-premises infrastructure. Now everything is coming to the cloud. What else don't have, right? Everything services should be there. For example, we were talking about here. So manage Azure identity governance. This is comes under for Azure Active Directory where you see enter ID. Now you can go to that. In on-premises Active Directory, we were using for on-prem ID. We were using for domain, there is a terminology called as a forest domain and the domain controller and all these terminals we were using. This concept is completely going away. Now Microsoft says saying that is in I will give only directly for the default directory in enter ID, and I'll create for the one tenant ID. That's all. And you can manage it. For example, if you go to type the enter ID, the service name, enter ID, or you can type the active directory, it is redirecting to the enter ID. If you click on this, now if you see Microsoft is telling you that this is my default directory and this is your tenant ID and it's a primary domain, whatever account you created with the same domain name, right? And it's a license is a free. And if you need additional features like additional enhanced security for enter ID and additional access policies, dynamic group, and additional security would be needed, then you need to assign the license. There are multiple license P1, P2, and a suit, but obviously it's going to be cost for that. This Microsoft is made very easy to endpoint user point of view and business point of view. So I'm giving you that complete platform. You utilize it, and tell me how much you are utilizing. That's accordingly you need to pay. That's all. So how we are using for now? Take a difference between, of example, you are going to buy a new car or you hire the car. Buying a new car, you see the how much we are spending money for that, and if you're not much utilization, what would be the cost effective, and what is the maintenance you have to do. When you buy a new car, initial you should be having the huge money, minimum lakhs together. After that, you need to have a parking place. You need to spend money for the every month service, and you need to when you're traveling, you need to fill the fuel. And if you don't drive, that you need to have a driver. These are all we need to spend money from packet. But If your utilization is very less and you don't want to spend money for initially, you just hire the cab where people are provide the service like Ola and Uber. So you see the difference between of in terms of the expensive, in terms of the service, in terms of the all the maintenance point of view. When you hire the car, you don't need to worry about maintenance. You don't need to worry about the car driver salary. You don't need to worry about fill the fuel. You don't need to worry about every month maintenance. Nothing, right? You just travel and pay the money how much you utilize it. That's all. The same concept using in a Microsoft Azure. And Microsoft is giving you all the services. Just we need to utilize what is service we would be needed. Everything technology is available. Database we have, applications we have, Active Directory we have, what else? Servers we have, networking we have, storage we have. So just you need to one centralized portal, portal.azure.com, and just you need to be have that HTTPS, right? HTTPS portal.azure.com. That's all. And one single portal URL you can able to accessing all the resources over the internet. Over the internet. What is cloud? Cloud nothing but here internet, over the internet accessing resources, right? Whatever we needed over the internet accessing resources with the help of this portal. What kind of resources? You can access the resource networking, you can accessing for storage, you are accessing for Active Directory, which is Azure Active Directory Enter ID, right? You are accessing for the database. What else? Everything you'll be able to accessing. That's all. Now we will be become a cloud administrator once the organization uh, customers are using for cloud infrastructure. The organizations are looking for the cloud administrators, and we will be telling the confidently, do you have experience on the cloud? Then we can tell that yes, I have worked on the cloud and these are the topic we know that. And all these things we have to have the upskilling ourselves, isn't it? So this is a journey begin with that, and you will have that is a lot of things to do that. How do we involve that is in disaster recover? How do you make the things to automated when needed, right? And all these things we need to be make sure we need to be upskilling ourselves. The time, the day has come now. We have to be must be upskilling ourselves, and there is no option. There is no if we are not upskilling, we will not be survive in IT very longer period. You getting my point? And very much important. We have to upskilling, and if we're not upskilling as per the market demanding, as per the organization looking, then we will be very soon legacy. This is it's a uh, time to important to upskilling ourselves, right? So once you join this course, I can give you the complete details, and we are going to start from the coming week. So let me know if you have any questions, and we can talk about if you have any generic questions and all, we'll discuss.
I just need the complete path of this, not just a 104.
Uh-huh.
Like in Azure, I used to work as an Oracle Apps DBA,
Okay.
applications DBA.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, what would be the journey in Azure?
Okay. So what's your name here? Sorry, Gangadhar.
Gangadhar, Gangadhar.
Gangadhar, right? So first most important, you are Oracle. What is your role here?
Oracle Apps DBA,
Oracle.
database administrator on
Okay, I can say database administrator. What is the
mm,
total years of experience?
10 years.
10 years of administrator,
Yeah.
right? 10 years. Now, what is the journey of in this database administrator? Are you using the on-premises? All these things
Yes, all are
on-premises?
on-premise. Slowly they're moving into cloud.
Yes, you know that is cloud, right?
Yeah,
Directly talking about that DB in the cloud, just work with the first understand that is in cloud platform,
yeah,
right? Cloud platform. We need to know that cloud platform before directly jump into the only cloud, database. So what is a platform, cloud platform? We need to know that how I need to start my services. Just AZ104 is a become a cloud administrator. It will tell you that in the cloud, this is first most important. We need to learn it. Then you can plan for that. You
yeah.
can, once you know this is cloud skill and knowledge, plus you can think about your primary skills is you have database. Now you can plan how do I migrate from on-prem DB to on-prem DB to
Cloud.
cloud, right? Now we need to involve in this. And how do I plan for the disaster recovery, right?
Yeah.
Disaster recovery, when this is all, when you say 10 plus years of experience, you should be, familiar with the next level technical skill set in the cloud. This is, we need to have the fundamental to understanding concept, but it is not going to enough. But our goal is, since your primary skills on DB, and I would suggest to focus on that migrations topic. Okay, and what are things we are going to, once you understood this, you would be able to handle everything. But you just need to understand the terminology on the cloud. What are the connector you would be needed, what are the storage you would be needed, what if that is in migration not successful, what are the use cases you need to be, learn it. And you need to plan for the disaster recovery, how it is we are going to be think about business continuity. And if all the critical database is down, how do I plan for? And we cannot keep into the on premises now. Right now organization is demanding to, I'll keep into the cloud and the specific in a primary and secondary region like this, right? And accordingly then you can plan for some additional and advanced skill on the cloud platform. Plus I would suggest go with the automation.
Mm.
And you need to have that is in, I think you might have heard about PowerShell, right?
PowerShell, yeah.
Or some Python. This is all would be needed. Or you can say the JSON in a cloud itself, or you can say that it's Ansible. So one of the product we have to have learn for this. For your roadmap, career roadmap, I would suggest learn for the first Azure 104. Are you new to this cloud, Gangadhar?
Yes, completely
Completely
new.
new to this. You never
Completely
logged
new to
into
it.
your
No,
subscription and all.
no.
Okay, so I would suggest please start journey very shortly, right? You know that basically on premises, if once that all the databases move to the next cloud, then what is the next? So we have to be right. Once
Yeah.
you know the cloud, then obviously at least we can. How long you working current company?
10 years.
Current company.
Yeah, 10 years.
Oh, so all 10 years are same company working?
Yes.
Which company you're working currently?
LTA.
LTA, which is
LNT.
L&T.
Mm.
Sir, you have to change the job. I don't know that maybe salary how it is been because I know that if the same company working longer period, if it is a
Mm.
good package, well and good, okay.
Mm.
But I know that is in there will not be a much hike when you are continue with working on the same company. But
Mm.
this trend is at least one saturation salary we will be need to change the job,
Yeah.
right? Getting that is the most
Mm.
important. Now it's a time to change it, right? It has to be followed it. First understand the AZ104, plus you can plan for your L3 level, L4 level use cases, then you can plan for your automation PowerShell.
Okay. 305 is also
Hello.
included? Right.
That is that is the architecture level. First understand this, now will automatically, but you don't need it, that is AZ1, but you need to focus on that for the cloud related, I mean sorry, database related.
Okay.
Okay. And
Mm.
almost I will going to cover up the 305 related only. But
Okay.
when you understood that AZ104 is more than enough, where is the same only we are going to talk about little advanced level, right?
Mm.
305 is
Mm.
going to talk about architecture level, but I'll be covering the same topic only.
Okay.
You need to no need to spend again for the separate 305 and all.
Okay.
Good to go?
Hello.
Yeah. Who is that?
One more thing. My name is Madhu.
Ha, Madhu, go ahead.
I'm having 8 plus of experience in system admin.
Okay, 8+ of years of experience in system admin.
But I'm into, I don't have knowledge on this cloud. I'm into basic. From basic, I need to go. One more in this Azure only. One more basic in the cloud is there, no? That paper.
AZ900.
AZ900. Whether I need to
Not required.
learn from the scratch?
Not required. That is, I will be covering up that is in AZ900 plus AZ104. Those in this whatever AZ104 I'll be covering for the AZ900 topic only. But since you are in system admin already, Madhu, right? So I would suggest for that, yeah, it's very much needed. So even Gangadhar, Madhu, you must need for the design. First, please try to start the journey, guys. I would suggest Azure is the most important. Trust me, after completion of this training, I'm sure I'll help you that you will be getting, every class we are going to record. Plus, you would be able to see the all the interview questions and answers. And I'll tell you that is in since I'm working on the same platform, you will get the all the scenarios. I'll make you to train, and even though you don't have experience, I'll tell you you need to prepare before the interview preparation. I'll tell you that there are 10 use cases you need to prepare yourself. If the interviewer asks you questions, do you know the cloud, how it works, and have you have a hands-on experience, and you should confidently tell this, yes, recently moved into the my current project. I am into the cloud administrator now. I'm working on the these are the areas. You need to tell the confidently, right? Then they'll talk about, okay, how that Azure networking works, how the storage works, how the what is this difference between of on-prem active directory and enter ID. You should be able to answer, right? And you will be practicing. I will giving you that 1 month free subscription. You can have that your credit card, and you're practicing everything. And it is one centralized location where we can do all these things. So once you know this concept, then I would suggest PowerShell. You can learn it, and you will see the changes. That weightage is different, and we have to upskilling ourselves. There's no other options, right? If you're expecting more package and you are looking for the new journey, new challenges, and a new package, yes, please uh, start journey, guys. That's important.
No, but in whatever you are teaching in 104, same, it will like 900 also, it will get
Yes,
covered.
yes, 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 yes. It's a
Okay.
fundamental. If you see now, I shown you here, right? This is for I was talking about AZ9, AZ104, right? If you go to the AZ900, it's the same fundamental part, AZ900, right? Microsoft Azure fundamental. You don't need to have the separate. It's a fundamental part only. What is going to just tell you that how do you start the subscription, right? Now see here, infrastructure management, database management. You should. This is how the skill actually, right? But topic what you're going to talk about here, you see, describe the cloud concept, describe the Azure architecture services, describe the Azure management governance. So this is all for the fundamental part. I'm going to talk about this. It is just $99 for the examination purpose, and these are the topic about in a AZ 900, and this is AZ 104. I'm going to tell you this. Every topic you are going to understanding this.
Okay. Both it will get covered
Yes, yes,
in
yes,
104 only.
yes,
Because
yes.
I have inquired in other institute, they are covering this is separate. AZ
No,
900 is
no,
separate,
no, no.
104
You don't need
like
to
that.
pay separately. Very minimal fees is there. Okay, and
Okay.
my intention is to we are not going to be business, because I know the
Okay.
pain what technical people really needed, since I know that I gone through the same experience, and this is passionate to teach, delivering the training during the weekend, uh, and it is just one kind of helping the people who really need it. Okay, so it is not like you just get registered, and whatever the syllabus we committed and done it, and you pay the fees. No, our relationship is different, right? I have trained many people, and I have helped many students, and they are in a very good position, very good. They will just one message WhatsApp I received, said thank you so much, and whatever you suggested, I have complete training, and I am in this position now, and thanks for everything. That's all.
Okay.
Right? I'm charging minimal, which is I'm spending time with you, and I'm explaining you what you needed, and obviously that is you know pay for that.
What about this 305 architecture? That is
Yeah,
separate.
now same things. If you see this, now we talked about AZ 900, AZ 104. It is same for AZ 305, right? Which is certification exam, Microsoft. So you would be able to see this. Always refer for the Microsoft portals, Microsoft syllabus content, and you see this.
Okay.
It is what is design and Microsoft. You see, whatever that AZ 104 you're talking about here, you would be going to cover up this. Design, identity, governance, monitoring, design,
But
storage.
this designing part you will not cover, no?
I'll cover it. I'll cover it. I'll tell you that
Cover it.
some
You will cover
some
it in
use.
104 only.
Exactly. I will tell you the some use, because that you won't be able to understand that. So now you will be understand the first concept.
Okay.
First, now you don't go with the designing first part.
Okay.
Now, what is that? To try to understand, if I tell you that is an Azure Entra ID, first try to understand that what is Entra ID, why we need. First talk about what is it, right? Try to understand the concept, why we need, what purpose we are going to use. If you know the concept, then we need to design based on the requirement. If the customer asking, I would need for the, I have this on premises, this many domain controller, and I would need to go with the Entra ID. Now we need to design, we need to assess the infrastructure. So automatically this will come to know that, right? When you know the concept, obviously when the customer is asking for his requirement, then we need to plan for that. We need to assess the infra, then we need to design it. So what they needed, how many license they needed, how many policy they would needed, how many users are there, how many groups are there. Then automatically you'll be get to know that, right? This is what is going to talking about. You no need to go with separately for that. So once you know the AZ 104, I'm sure you would be able to handle this. I'll tell you that is in all the use cases, right? All the use cases. The design means what? Designing that customer is asking for that. What is here? It is going to you. As in a Microsoft solution architect, you have a subject matter expert at design the cloud and hybrid solution. Hybrid solution means what? Now I have on-premises infrastructure. Customer is coming to you and he wanted to move into the cloud infrastructure. As it become a cloud administrator, cloud architect, we need to assess the infrastructure and give them the solution for that, what is really needed, right? We need to have the solution architect, have the subject matter expert designing and cloud and hybrid solution. And your responsibility is the role including advising the stakeholder and translating the business requirement into the design of for the Azure solutions that align with the Azure, solution that align with the Azure well architect framework and cloud adoption framework for Azure. In this role, you implement solutions Azure by partnering with the various other job roles, including developers, administrators, security engineer, data engineers. As a candidate for this exam, then you would be able to prepare all these things. So this is a majorly as a solution architect is going to do this, right? And in the solution architect, what are topics are there? And in the fundamental, what are the topics are there? And AZ 104, what are the topics are there? So
Okay, all
ultimately,
the three will get covered in this only,
yes,
104 only.
yes.
Because in some institute, I have inquired, they will be covering separately. AZ
That's what, sir.
104
That's
and
what they are
900
making
and
business.
305 like that.
Obviously, see, they will tell you that is in 15,000 rupees for the AZ 104, 20,000 for the architecture, 9,000 for the fundamental. Now you need to pay 50,000 overall altogether, and I'll teach you that all these things. By the time it will be going to 6 months, you will be forget from the existing one.
Okay.
We have to have this is fundamental part to be clear. And I'll since as I said, same platform working, then you will be able to handle it.
No, but in AZ implementation part, you will cover complete, or I need to study
No,
separately.
you will be automatically come to know once we understood that is see the AZ 104 we covering, right? What are the topics we are covering? We will be understanding. 1 second. Okay. If the AZ 104, if you see, right, implement and manage storage. Implement. First one is this topic, right? In the AZ 104.
Okay.
Right here, you say this to including monitoring. Now in here, what it is there in the solution architect, if you see design identity governance, here manage Azure identity governance, design data storage solution, implement and manage storage, design business continuity solution, and as I said, disaster recover, business continuity plan, right? As I said, Gangadhar, he's in the database administrator with his 10 years of experience. As I said, we need to plan for disaster automation and all, right? Here you are going to use for in the solution in the Azure 305 continuity plan and design infrastructure solutions. And along with this, you would be getting for virtual networking, you are monitoring maintain service Azure resources, and two additions you should be automatically come to know that, okay? what is
Okay.
my role for as a become a cloud administrator? How do I make sure my organization and my production to be healthy and all the time available and continue to plan? How do I provide if the customer is coming to reaching to us and we wanted to go with the cloud, we as an administrator enough skill and enough understand that to assess the infrastructure for the customer infrastructure, then give the solutions, right? If one of the customers trying to come to the, he is interested to move into the cloud, we will first assess his infrastructure. What is that? What is his infrastructure? How many servers are there? How many Windows servers? How many Linux servers? How many overall employees? What is their hardware infrastructure, software infrastructure, license they needed, and we will assess the infrastructure, right? Then we will plan for, we'll tell them, okay, let's go with your development infrastructure to move one by one, and applications also, database also. In this, those are all comes under for design and infrastructure solutions. So slowly, one by one, phase by phase, we are going to move into the cloud, right?
Okay.
Getting?
Okay.
You getting my point? This is has to have a very much clarity, right? If the clarity we do not have anything, then we simply learning, and if I am good into the self learning, I can go with the YouTube, I can go with the Udemy, but you keep learning, but you never get an actual exposure. Correct?
Okay.
But you really need it for the exposure, but you really need for to move into the next skill, but you should have very much confidence during the interview. Yes, this training is very much needed.
Okay. Now, what about this? How many months this course?
Overall, it would require for the 30 hours course duration. Okay.
Okay. Weekend,
30
no? Saturday,
Yes,
Sunday.
yes. 30
How
hours
many
course.
hours it will be?
It will be 4 hours duration.
Okay. Saturday 4 hours and Sunday
No,
4
no,
hours.
no. Saturday 2 hours initially.
Okay.
Initially we'll talk about 2 hours, and later we'll plan for the 3 hours, including one break. Sunday 2 hours. So try to understand the concept. I don't want to hurry with finishing the topic. Okay. And it's overall 30 hours course. Just it's a weekend.
Okay. Now, what about like any
Online class.
offline classes
No
apart from
offline
online?
classes, sir. No, it's weekend only.
Only online.
Only online, sir.
Okay, okay. And this one course material and all, any textbooks?
Yeah, you will get lot of Microsoft textbook. You will get it. I mean, soft copy. You will get it. Recording session. You will get it. Interview preparations document. You will get it. So
okay. And
ultimately,
what about once I complete the course, LMS access will be there?
no, I am giving you that
Learning-
completely this recording session, na?
Oh,
The
okay,
lifetime
okay.
access.
Okay. I can refer for interview purpose
Yes,
recordings and all.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
And what will be the timing?
Timing will decide, sir. So probably we are going to plan for so then weekend we have only for available either morning time or evening time with the same time which we are talking about now, and we'll decide it if based on the student registration we will discuss it.
But either morning or evening?
Yes. So probably we'll talk about 6 to 8 or we'll talk about 10 to 12.
Okay, morning.
Morning. If you talk about 10 to 12, or we can plan for 6 to 8 evening time.
Okay. And it will be through Zoom only, yeah?
Yes, it will be Zoom only.
What about this practicals and all?
Yeah, we have everything in the lab, in the cloud only, right?
Lab
Here,
environment. Okay.
it's all we know that is in when you registered your credit card from the 30 days.
Now, starting it will be 1 month, it will be free, no?
Yes, 1 month is getting free, correct.
Then once we complete the training, afterwards I will get a free access 1 month or?
No. Again, if you have the one more credit card with you and you can get
Okay, okay.
registered, plus either you wanted to go with converting pay as you go. If you see that my registration, I have converted to the pay as you go subscription, and I would suggest please spend some money for the learning, guys, because don't worry about, because free will never get anything, right? But when you have that is in pay as you go, you can anytime you can use any services.
How much it will be? Pay as you, like
No,
if
it
I
won't
go.
charge it. It won't charge it. But ultimately, how much resource you are using? If you see my subscription, I'm keep teaching and I'm working for my requirement also. If you go to the billing part, cost management, right? So let's see what was the last billing here. If you see the invoices, you see here, I paid for last February month. I paid 9,356, 331, 2,300. That's fine because we should have the handy lab. We need to do that. If you're thinking only I'm going to use for only free and we never learn it, sir, honestly I'll tell you, you should have that. Take a 1 month subscription, utilize it. If it is expired, please convert to pay as you go. Work on that, let it charge it. You will have the familiar with all the topic, I would suggest, because we need very much, we need it for all the, because otherwise we will not be hands-on, we will not be have a confidence, and we thinking only that is free, then we don't come and log in at all, right? So when you have the pay as you go, yes, you can come and directly log in quickly and you can do whatever you wanted, and you can uh, you know you can work on that lab that make you to more confidence, I would suggest.
But if I go every month free means I need to use
Credit card,
different credit cards.
yes, different credit card, different email ID.
Okay, mail ID and a different mobile number.
Mobile number, that's not required. Email ID and credit card.
Okay, every month I need to change it.
If you go with the free subscription.
Okay.
If not, you can go with the pay as you go and use whatever you wanted and delete it. And one hint I'll give you, tricking. You do whatever you want and delete within 1 hour, because the
Okay.
billing cycle is going to start for the every 1 hour. Once you any resource you started working, if the 1 hour is completed, then the calculation will be going to start. Then they will be charged. So now what you can do, you can plan accordingly. Start working on that, and then you can delete it with a 55 minute and a 45 minute. Then you start working again.
That will not get charged.
That will not get charged. That's it. It'll be completely free of cost.
Okay.
That is, you can plan it. So ultimately, it would be going to charge for 1 hour. After 1 hour only, it will be able to, you can plan it.
No, if we create any server client machines, you are talking about that
Build it,
only, no?
build it, and you know, uh, that's all. You can delete it later. If you see,
No,
I built for
you,
VPN gateway, virtual network, virtual machine, storage. You see here, Bastion. You see, and specific region. You see this, location wise. You getting resource group. You see this.
no, you mean to say if I create any server or any client machine, I need to delete before 55 minutes.
Correct. Delete it and now recreate it later.
Okay.
And if not deleted also, how much is going to charge it? If 1 hour it is charged, something you did it, and if really needed, you want to extend the time, it hardly is going to charge for 100, 200
Per hour.
per hour.
Okay.
And after the 2 hour completed, that's fine. You have understood that is concept. You
No,
did
you
it and
mean to
delete
say
it.
per hour, per resource, per server.
No, sir. It will not be going to per sir. It will be going to charge for your networking, your IP address,
Okay.
storage, operating system. Everything is going to charge. Right? That is we very much needed. It is giving us benefit, and why can't we are utilizing the free all the time, right? Ultimately, you have the multiple card. Go ahead. If not,
Okay.
I would suggest go with the. And again, I'll tell you, if you go with the free and you won't get much facilities, and you will not get much all the options, you will have very limited. Getting?
Okay. But I can do the practice. Lab practice I can do in free only.
Yeah, obviously that is the most important. That's the most
Okay.
important. That is the goal. If you're not doing the practice, then you cannot be expect anything to higher package. You cannot expect the new job change, and you won't be able to grow anything career. That is the practice is most important.
What about
That's a
once I complete the course, like I need to modify my resume profile?
yes, you have to resume, you have to add
No,
this
but
content.
they will ask for hands-on experience, no? I
That's
need
what I
to
told.
create any.
That's what I told. I'll give you the 10 to 15 use cases. You need to tell that is in I'm working from the last 6 months, this Azure infrastructure, cloud infrastructure.
Okay,
If
I
they
need to
ask you,
modify my resume like that.
obviously, you need to prepare your resume accordingly. And if the question asked that is related cloud, you should be able to answer it. Before that, you should prepare well. But I said already, I'll give a 10 to 15 use cases. What are the work you're going to do that?
Okay, okay.
That has to be practice, work, preparation involved in this.
They will ask at least hands-on experience, minimum 1 year.
No, you can tell them. I know that isn't. If you say 1 year, then they will be going to little deeper level. Then you will be in trouble if you don't have hands-on
Okay,
experience.
okay. Okay.
Right? At least get into that. At least the
At
interview
least I
should know
need to
that you have a
tell
skill.
6 months at least.
Right? That is important.
Okay.
Good to go.
Okay.
But it's time to upskilling, sir. Time to upskilling.
When the class will start next week?
Coming Saturday, yes. But I'll
Saturday,
tell you,
Sunday.
I hope you have got the WhatsApp message from our team.
No, I got this only demo session link. That's it.
Right, from our team only. Okay.
Ah,
So you just contact this number, this number or this number, 6361866299 or 8310521980. Either one of them, one of number you can contact. Team will update to that further discussion. Okay.
but it is for 30 hours class, no?
Yes, sir.
30 hours means it will get covered within a month, 1.5 month.
Yes, sir. Just required. Yes.
If it is a weekend, Saturday,
Yes.
Sunday. But
Yes.
classes will be there for weekdays also?
No weekdays. Weekend only.
Only weekends.
Mhm.
Okay.
Vishwanath, you have also very good experience, right?
Sir, just want to understand. I'm exploring the things for Azure to change the domain. Most of them saying Azure data engineering, like PySpark, SQL, Python, and also the Databricks. So you can go ahead and do some 3 to 4 years experience and make the profile into last 3, 4 years working in Azure. We'll get a good offer. More than
But
30,
what
40.
I suggest, understand the fundamental first, sir.
Hmm.
Then you go with whatever next your experience. Same as earlier who Gangadhar was asked, right? He's in the cloud administrator. People will tell you that is in based on their experience and based, but we need to know that. How do I start? If you take a training for Azure Lake and all, if you don't know the fundamental, 1 month they'll complete it. If you don't practice and all, it's gone. Again, you're back to zero. Right? And you are already working on the testing and all, and automation testing and other things. And first, I would suggest to get into the journey, plan for, understand the concept, what it is, why we need, what are the services are there. Then you think about if I become a cloud administrator, what are things I have to be learn again, right? It will give you everything platform here. As I said here, everything is given you. It's including design and implement a senior architecture level is all the scenarios in the platform only. But we should know that how we need to implement it. Once you know the concept clarity, once you understood the concept, you can able to do your own. That's all. Right? If you have the subscription, come and see that you can just keep implement. If I tell you that I need to implement disaster recovery plan, if the question would ask you interview, so do you have involved disaster recovery? We always says we never involve, but you can practice it here. You can go ahead and create a recovery service vault. You can end to end, you can create a primary region, second region, test the failure, everything we can plan it. And that confidence we would get it. What else we don't have? Everything, but only we need to log into the portal, check that is topic, work on that end to end, understand the concept. And people will ask you this, I need to quickly create for around the 20 virtual machine, the specific region. It's quickly next 1 hour. If you know the automation, we know the PowerShell. Yes, Just quickly log into the Azure account from the PowerShell. Then you know that is in where to, what is the resource group, what is the VNet, what is the virtual machine, what would be the IP address. This concept we know that we can put effort, we can edit that script and we can deployment. We are limiting our skill. We are limiting our learning part. Open with that. Then you have to plan accordingly.
So this is the role. This is the role you're talking about, data administrator, right? Azure administrator, right? Data
Azure Cloud Administrator.
Cloud administrator. But
Yes.
but
It is once you understood the cloud administrator, you can go with a roadmap, sir. Next, we have the lot of roadmap. Once that there is a platform is very much needed, isn't it? If the platform itself is not there, then piece by piece, what, where, how, it will be very difficult. If you know that is in all the concept of this networking part, storage part, entry ID part, if you know this concept, then whatever your upcoming is coming based on this only. Top of this, we are going to implement it. Storage is there, backup is there, monitoring is there, and it will give a more of confidence. That is important. Until unless we don't have a skill information, until unless we don't have a confidence, we will be in a keep on learning only. We never implement it. And people will tell 100 thought, 100 way. The goal is lastly is going to be end up until unless we logged into the portal ourselves and do the lab, do the practice, we never learn it.
okay.
That is the actual truth. But why you need a training? Why you need a mentor? Why can't, if you're a self learner, you can go to the YouTube, you will be available, hell lot of information available. You have the Udemy, very less cost, 100, 200, 500, you will get it. But you never get actual what you needed. But this trainer interacted, it is interacting, and you will have thoroughly understanding that. And you will really feel the experience, not for just learning, you will feel the experience. And whatever is spending time and money, I'm sure that is going to be more benefit and will be more than this, you're going to expecting more. That is the challenge I can give. That is a guarantee I can give that. Otherwise, we need to keep learning only here and there. Udemy, YouTube, whenever we get a time. Okay, but that will never turn to earning the money. We never get it. Go with deeper level. Yeah, go ahead.
But after going through 1.5 months classes, can you start applying the
don't immediate apply. I would suggest once a course completion, just ask your mind, ask your brain. I am ready with that. You will be having 100% some confusion, some clarity would need it. And when you get clarified that, during learning, you won't get 100%. During learning, you understood, okay, these are topic, I know that. After completion training, you have a lot of confusion, lot of queries in your mind. When you get solved that, spend another 15 days for practice. Get clarified, prepared well, make a notes, make a use cases, and without any video seeing, without any recording, you implement your own. Take one use cases, implement, go to the portal, and just start building. And you feel that your brain, your mind will tell you that yes, I'm confident. If someone asks you, can you create for the peering network? How do I peering network going to create it? If someone asks you, can you please create for the Azure file sync? Quickly, can you please create a file sync? Or can you please migrate the one place to other place data in Azure storage? You will be within a second, okay, just create a storage account and just give the command, and you can from the on-premises to Azure or one Azure storage account to other storage account. You have to be a practice, you have to be familiar with that. Now you feel that I'm confident on that. If they ask question on storage, if they ask question on networking, they ask question on the entry ID, they ask question on the virtual machine, you should be able to familiar with that. Once you confidence you got it, then prepare a resume accordingly. 15 days for the preparation, next for 10 days for your entire resume content, you upload it, and then you see, prepare for one more interview, only interview, what kind of questions might ask, use cases, you can read it. Then after 1.5 months, after completion training, after 1.5 months, you will be ready product. Now you will be in a, dashing. You proper plan it, goal it. You decide it. This is a time learning, and next I have to plan for this. Within 3 months, you should get an offer with a become a cloud administrator. If you decide it, I'm sure this will works. But we need to accordingly work.
Okay, got it.
This is the roadmap size. This is roadmap. Otherwise, days are keep on going, and days are that how soon or keep going to the month are ending. Again, we will be thinking about, okay, we need to learn. We need to learn. I have seen many people. There are people are there, which is yesterday only we got the call from his age is 50, and he still, people are saying, sir, I wanted to change just my profile. What you will tell that? We need to plan accordingly. We need to learn, sir. We need to learn. There's no other options. Be familiar, be practice. Until and unless we are logged into the portal, we are practicing, we never get a chance anything. We will be in always confusion. All right.
And what about this certification? Once we
You will be
course?
getting course complete certificate from Neel Technologies.
Okay.
But global certification, you can plan accordingly when you're ready with that.
Okay, Microsoft certification.
Yes, exact.
What will be the cost for Microsoft?
That is, you can register directly here. You can see this Azure 104. This Azure 900 certification course certification is $90, right? If you see, this is 305. What is the examination cost is $165. If you talk about Indian rupees, if you need exam help, I can help you for that guarantee pass, but that will be additional cost.
Okay,
but I don't recommend it, but you plan it first. That would be good for you. If you have an exam voucher from the office, then you can plan it. It will be 4865 for 305, right? And if you go to the AZ 104,
Neel, thank you. I'll be dropping off now.
please. Okay. So
Yeah.
hope you got that what we are trying to explaining.
Yeah.
And if you really liked it, please contact these two number. You got the two number, and please contact. Feel free to ask. If you're really serious in the career, please reach out to us, and we'll help you to whatever we try to do this.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you so
Thank
much. For AZ 104, if you see the exam cost is again same. This is also $165.
Okay. But this 104 is enough, or I need to do that 900 also?
Certification not required 900. You can do the 104 and 305.
For this both.
Both separate.
Okay. But if I go into this cloud job, the certificate is mandatory, Microsoft?
See, first understand the concept, sir. Knowledge is important than certificate.
Okay.
Okay. If they ask you to do certificate,
some companies they are looking for certification also, because one of my friend.
Yes, but certificate they'll ask you. If you have the certificate, well and good.
That is, you are telling that is optional.
No. See, for getting job now, first primary is focusing on the skill and knowledge.
Okay.
Second preference is certificate.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. So hope you.
Sir, one more thing.
Yes, please go ahead.
So, I'm changing the domain, right? The performance and automation testing to cloud administrator.
Okay.
So, how far, the package will be getting the market? They're currently getting 18 to 19 LPA.
What's total of experience?
17.
17 experience, 17 years.
How far will you work it out to get 50 to 60% hike? How far will you get it a high package, 50 to 60% hike, 28 to 30 LPA? You
will get, but you need to plan accordingly. If you're not, you call me that. I'll suggest you all these things. Okay, you call me that number which I provided. we'll talk about over the call.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I'm
you so
wrapping
much.
up.
Yeah. Take care. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.